Good day, everyone. Welcome to another episode of The Grass Slasher. Well, today I've taken the time to answer a few comments and explain why and how I do the things that I do when I work on an overgrown yard. Well, things like when I work on a hedge or what I do with the grass clippings, why the grass are brown after I've mowed them. So, things like this. Well, let's get started. Well, the first one I'd like to answer is about the hedges. Some are saying I should cut the hedge in half, not particularly the one in the video, but hedges that are close to the windows and are overlapping the roof gutter. Well, I do agree as they look nicer and more presentable when they are chopped down to a more manageable height. In the years I've done garden maintenance, majority of the properties I've done with hedges, they want it on a height where it pretty much covers the whole house. They like it like that for various reasons, but most reasons I get from the homeowners are for privacy. And these are the ones who are elderly. I've got one viewer where they pointed out that it could also be a dangerous thing to have as it could encourage break ins if left at that height. Well, again, I agree, and if it was up to me, I'd cut down most hedges to start over again. I also have these two comments here, and I'm not really sure what the comment was for, and we'll need more context. So, my apologies if I couldn't reply to it. I just didn't know what was the comment for. Sorry. I'm probably sounding like I don't like criticism, but believe me, it helps me improve my work. I may have mentioned it before, but I do take these things on board and apply them. When I get suggestions and tips on how to work more efficiently, trust me, I will take them on board as this will help me work faster and again more efficiently. Well, in the video, you can see that after I've mowed, the lawn is brown and looks dead. I wish I have a straight answer on these two comments here. But most overgrown yard I've transformed, the grass is brown at the bottom. And it's not because I've cut them too short, but because it's just brown under. I've actually never seen an overgrown yard being mowed and it's still green after it was done. But they do turn green after a few weeks. This is the question I've been meaning to answer, and I've done some research. And one of the reasons why it turns brown after mowing is possibly because of a dull blade. So I changed the blades on both my push mower and ride on when I made another transformation video, and it still turned brown, unfortunately. Another reason is because it's mowed too short. But then again, I never mow too short, as this will put stress on my machine, especially when it's really overgrown. One of the things I notice when working on these yards is that there are a lot of dead grass underneath, which could only mean that they were mulching before. Too much clumps of grass could cause the browning, but please, if you have a better theory, please let me know in the comments section below. And speaking of mowing too short, I also got this comment here where the viewer suggested that I should raise the deck. Well, sometimes it does look like I've lowered the cutting deck, but for overgrown yards, I always start at the highest setting. The only reason why it looked like it's lowered is because they're really overgrown. I've included the title of the video the viewer commented on for those who are curious. I mowed back and forth on this one as I don't want to shoot the grass over the uncut area. Because if I do it, it's just gonna pile up on the uncut grass and will clog my mower. The only regret I had on that video is that I should have used my ride on from the beginning. But, lesson learned. Well, lately I'm also getting comments from fellow Filipinos, which I'm really happy about. I tried to click the translate to English so I could show you guys what they are saying, but most of the time they're never accurate. Good thing I speak Filipino, so I'll translate them for you. This one means I move like Naruto. For those who are not familiar with this, Naruto is an anime based on a young ninja who became a hero of his village. It was a really good story there. But my apologies because I got a bit sidetracked there because I love the anime. Well, the comment I take it is a compliment, so I'll take that anytime, any day. I also have comments where they're saying the job is easy because I've got my machines. Well, it's a yes and no for that one. Yes, the machines made it possible for me to transform this overgrown yard back to its decent state, but it also involves a lot of hard work or labor. The zero turn mower helped me a lot in these overgrown jungles, and without it, I would say my work would be impossible. And when there's an issue of accessibility, which is common, uh, and I'm not able to use my zero turn, the brush cutters works like a charm, especially my Honda Weed Whacker. In any case, these equipments are a big help. However, there are tasks in these makeovers that still requires manual labor, like removing dried fronds from palm trees, raking and bagging grass clippings, pulling off plants and or cutting branches with a handsaw and so on. But all of these are worth it, especially when you see the outcome and compare the difference to what it was before. So yeah, having this equipment makes the job possible. Um, so they are really a big help in my makeovers. Some of my fellow Filipinos also were wondering if I get paid for these makeovers. Some thought I get paid a lot. Well, if I were to charge these makeovers, and I think I've already posted a video about this, but I would charge all the way up to thousands of dollars depending on the severity of it. Um, the makeovers I do are free of charge, and again, I've explained this already before. So if any of you wants to know why I do these makeovers for free, I will include a link in the description. And please watch it and let me know what you think. I also got the comment asking me about the snake situation here. Well, I live in Australia, so need I explain more? Well, in all seriousness, given the reputation Australia have in terms of snake, I've only encountered five snakes in almost 5 years I've been doing garden maintenance. Two small eastern brown snake, which are venomous and could kill you instantaneously. One red-bellied black snake, also venomous, but I was told they'd turn away from you once they feel you're coming to their direction. Uh, and I've encountered one gray-looking snake, which I'm not sure what they're called. And lastly, one green snake, which I was told is not poisonous. The last one sadly got run over by a rhydon. So those are the snakes that I've encountered. So I would say it's not as an often occurrence as some might think. Because pretty much every time I start my equipment, I was told that the snake would uh, turn the other direction. This is also one reason why I don't go through those overgrown grass to check if there are obstacles if I mow. I'd rather use my ride-on mower straight up or use a weed whacker to go through it rather than me walking through it. I'd say better safe than sorry because you'll never know what's hiding under those thick grass. While I do enjoy the work in doing these makeovers, I always take precautions because I know that the chances of a snake hiding in these overgrown yards are high. So, again, it's better to be safe rather than me going through it and check um, for obstacles in this thick grass. Uh, on this part of this video, as you can see, I use my weed whacker to open the gate because the grass is really thick and it's blocking the gate. So I use my zero turn after I was able to open it. And again, you won't see me checking the yard for any obstacle as the grass is really thick and I don't want to encounter a snake if it had one. Okay, so last but not the least, I had a comment suggesting to make a bale of hay out of the grass clippings and then sell it. Well, I'm not sure if there's a market for that here in Australia, particularly where I am. But if there is, then I'd be more than happy to make some money out of these clippings. Now, what I do with these clippings is take it to the city council dump site. Then the city council turn these clippings into a mulch. They call it forest mulch. It's free for residents, but for commercial operators like myself, they sell it for $11 per cubic meter. FYI, I pay $27 minimum to dump all these grass clippings there. And if I do need some mulch, I then again have to pay. Well, that's all for now, guys. Hope you enjoy the video compilations. Please don't forget to subscribe, as this is the best way to support me. Subscribe, leave a comment or suggestion below. Until the next makeover, hope to see everyone. Again, thanks to all your support and hope you continue supporting me. Thanks, everyone.